yeah, whether teachers in elementary or high school, or instructors or professors in college or higher education, including graduate studies, they are required to join national organizations. All right. And not only that, they are also encouraged to join international organizations. So the interpretation for considering international organization is, for example, if I would become a member of your organization, whatever organization you have, okay, uh, I will be given ID or identification card with the name of your organization there, and of course my name, and whatever is supposed to be indicated in the ID. And then probably you would give me a certification, all right, and receipt. Actually, the receipt that I paid, the amount of, I do not know, it is a requirement. So for example, if you have, if you say that your organization is open for membership, then you will just state your qualifications or requirements, then I should satisfy it. So for example, the ECS is no requirement. This is only an example so that we could, I could say many things. Then your requirement is simply to pay the amount of, for example, how much would it be? Let's say $10. 10 US dollars. 10 US dollars is equivalent to 500 pesos. All right. And then, for example, that's the only requirement. And then I would just send my picture. Okay, probably it can be scanned, and now you can already issue virtual ID. We give virtual IDs to our students. Then that could be my, that could when we have evaluations, I could include my ID and then the receipt, official receipt, and then if you will give certificate, whatever. Sometimes they do not give certificates anymore. If you I will include my ID and then the certificate. That would be all. That is already considered. I can already be given 2 points in my evaluation or in my credential. So it could help me go to another, well, I could be a candidate for promotion already with that ID alone. That's why some teachers, they apply for memberships to various organizations. Sometimes these organizations are already bogus organizations, meaning it's a scam. Okay, scam, or it's a fake organization. Of course, your organization is not a fake organization. All right, and we will not deal with that. I will not deal with that. But I know that many teachers in the Philippines are submitting or are joining organizations which are considered fake organizations or fly-by-night organizations. Okay, they pay, let's say, $10, 10 US dollars, something like that, or more. In fact, in other countries like US, they charge as much as how much is that? $50.
$50. Oh yes.
$50. Yeah, $50. Or I think the most reasonable is around 10 or $15. as far as I know, in your organization, what is that? The who's who?
Who? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you are charging something like $500, right? No, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
very big. No, but of course, it's not that organization that I'm referring to. You can organize another group, another association, which your members could come to various countries like Philippines, and then the members are not that rich. They are ordinary teachers. They only need memberships. They only need organizations. They only need IDs to submit for evaluation so that they will be promoted after 2 years or after 3 years. So that's the case. Mm. So what I could propose is that kind of example. If you want easy money or if you want easy membership, all right? So if we add a little more quality to the memberships, perhaps what you could do is you could make a guideline or a requirement or criteria for membership. So one criterion could be um, they should attend a a webinar, just like what we use, just like what you used to organize, just like what you organized last time when Laura was one of the speakers. Okay, they should attend that seminar. Okay, and well, you may charge them or you may not charge them because in the criteria at the end, uh, there are fees. Membership fee, for example, is $20. Okay, $20 also includes the fees for joining a seminar. See, so you have wider audience. Just like last time, you were saying we only have very few audience. So if you want an audience, you include in the requirement that your member or future member or to become a member, they should join a webinar. And before the webinar is perhaps a discussion of some studies, perhaps your study, you can present your study in 15 minutes or in 10 minutes, another one, or probably there would be 4 presenters or 3 presenters or 4, okay, 4 presenters, probably in 30 minutes, it could be finished. And then before the presentation of studies, perhaps you can give a very short introduction of the organization, right? Okay, so introduction of the organization and then webinar, good for 30 minutes or 1 hour, including the question and answer. And then that's it. Good for 1 hour, it's done. It's done. And then, for example, if I am one of the participants in that webinar, uh, uh, of course, before I was able to get the Zoom link, because you will be the one who will give me the Zoom link, all right? And then before I could enter the Zoom meeting, you will screen if I'm already paid, correct? If I'm not paid, but I want to enter, you will not let me in, correct? So that's how you could screen your participants. Now, if you have the list that I'm already paid, okay, then you can let me in. Then I would just wait for the orientation and the actual webinar. Then after that, perhaps you can ask for evaluation um, of the activity. All right. how good are the speakers, the meeting, something like that. Next time I will give you a sample of evaluation of an activity. Or they can also, you can, I mean, the webinar can also end without the evaluation, but it's better that you have the evaluation so that next time you would know how you would improve your activity. Okay, so after the webinar, I already made an evaluation. Then within the day or tomorrow, I will just wait for my certificate for webinar. That's another point, Sir Andy. And then the copy of my okay, or if there is no ID, perhaps a certificate of membership. And then the official receipt. The official receipt could also be just a paper. It's up. I do not know how you would issue an official receipt because it is a requirement. I think that could be a good idea. And then I will also ask if I will also ask some institutions how they would require teachers who join organizations. I mean, what papers they are supposed to submit. Okay, and then I will tell you that. Okay, and you know, because you are gaining a lot of members, even perhaps suppose I'm already a member, okay, and then you would organize another webinar. You can still invite me for another fee because I will attend a new webinar because I will be given another certificate. Do you get me? That's international. That's why I told you, you have to make the title or anything that you indicate in your certificate very attractive. So one attractive title, one of the some attractive titles are it's a paper, it's a conference. Okay, so perhaps you could call it first or second international membership international membership orientation. So that's one. Okay, and then for the concept, for the actual event of the presentation of papers, you call it a conference or a seminar if there is only a speaker who would give some ideas, not necessarily a paper. Sometimes a speaker in a seminar would also present some data of his studies. That can also be called a seminar. So either a seminar or a conference. In some in others, they organize a training. But of course, I think it's very seldom that you will give a training because it requires a lot of number of hours. Okay.
Okay, Prof. Ocampo, thank you very much for your lot of information. I think good idea and good suggestion, good recommendation. And maybe allow me give the opportunity to share with you about our organization in brief information. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
I would like to share with you.
Yeah.
Okay. This is our organization, ASPENSI. This is Indonesian language. Asosiasi Sarjana Asosiasi Sejarawan dan Pendidik Sejarah Internasional in English, International Association for historian and history educators, Bandung. It is me as the Secretary General of ASPENSI. Okay, just introduction. Okay, it is about the history. ASPENSI was established on 20 May 2006 in the context of celebration of National Awakening Day in Indonesia. So we established in 2006. It is okay, very long time, but in the original name is just Indonesian, what is wide, but in the next development, this organization become the regional, Southeast Asian regional and also international wide. So the main goal of ASPENSI is to share and care about the development of discipline of history and history education and other discipline. I think it is other discipline is very important, including also education, including also other discipline related to history and history education. I think it is no problem if, for example, the background discipline of teachers of the Philippines is education, and maybe also what is social sciences, maybe also social studies and so on. So it is still related with the history and history education. Because the main program of ASPENSI not only about concerning the history and historical education discipline, but also we also, as Prof. Ocampo said, what is publishing the books and journal. As we know that ASPENSI not only publish the scholarly journal in history and history education, but also there's the education, the social science humanities, including also sport and health education, including also what is many discipline. We can so we not only publish one journal but many journals. And as Prof. Ocampo mentioned, we also organize the conference, the workshop. I think it is also open opportunity to all members with the diverse discipline. We also conducted the research and development. And what is important here in the context to guiding the members, open membership, not only from Indonesia, but also other countries, is networking and collaborating. Okay, so it is just an example. What is we have many scholarly journal. This is the this is the Tawarikh and Susur Galur is the history and history education, but Educare, in which your article also often published in this journal, it is about education. Socio-humanities, social sciences studies. So it is our journal. We are also organized the conference, including the ISB, Seminar Sambil Berlayar, conference through traveling. So and the participant, not only the lecturer, not only the faculty members, but also the teachers in secondary, in senior high school, also involved. It is about the conduct the research. Maybe can if the good research can publish in the book form, and it is also our networking. It is our picture in Lembang, Bandung, from Ocampo and college when we meet in Bandung. Okay, last information. This is the membership and executive board. So the membership now is not only Indonesian lecturer and teachers, but also Southeast Asian countries. So our members, teachers and lecturers from Malaysia, Brunei Darussalam, and hopefully from the Philippines also, and around the globe, from Japan, from Nigeria, and so on. And now, as the chairperson of the ASPENSI organization is Professor Dr. Ismail Ali from Malaysia, University of Sabah in Kota Kinabalu, near from the Philippines, I think. Sabah is part of the Philippines, right? joking,
Yeah,
jokingly.
that's a conflicting island.
The island. And me as the Secretary General from Indonesia, and this is Prof. Ndang Komara from Indonesia as head of expert board. I think Prof. Ocampo also as the members of expert board, because you are what is always sending the article and then publish in our scholar journal. So I think
Yeah.
you have mentioned that someone who actively in ASPENSI agenda, I think automatically he become the members or participant or what is sympathize about our organization.
That's correct.
So what is this is the what is ASPENSI as the professional organization. We are now what is broadness membership, not only from Indonesia but also from Southeast Asian country and around the globe. So about Prof. Ocampo suggestion, what is P for the members before the COVID-19 pandemic, the members of this organization will get the journal, academic journal. In 1 year, will get 2 times. For example, Educare. Educare was published on February and August. So after publish the journal, the members will get the what is printed journal February, and yeah, it depend of the what is maybe what is $15 or $20 or until $50. It depend on the what is our general agreement, I think, about the membership, because what is important here that someone will become the members of ASPENSI if he or she actively involved in this organization activities, as you mentioned about actively involved in seminar, in conference, and so on. So I think what I explained here about the professional organization of ASPENSI, I think similar with your hope, and it is also not only teachers of the Philippines, teachers of Indonesia, also many of them involved in my organization. And every what each member also will get the ID card. ID card, there's the information not only the identity but also the photograph, and signed by me and by Prof. Ismail Ali as the chairman of the ASPENSI.
That's correct.
I think that's the brief information about our organization, ASPENSI as the professional organization. But it is important to note here, ASPENSI is not only history and historical discipline, but also other disciplines.
Yeah.
Education, sociology, political science, economy, and so on and so forth. Because we are managing many scholarly journals, not only in history and history education, but also in other disciplines.
That's correct.
That's my brief information about
so for example, Sir Andy, if I could only ask, how much is the membership fee for ASPENSI?
Yeah,
as of now.
Purposely before the COVID-19 pandemic in Indonesian rupiah. So like this, if someone become the members of ASPENSI, if he or she subscribes the scholarly journal. So if subscribe the scholarly journal, automatically he become the members.
Okay.
For example, Prof. Ocampo subscribe the Educare journal in 1 year. If subscribing in 1 year, he become the members automatically and will get the ID card and so on. But if he or she want to become the executive board of ASPENSI, should be subscribing in 5 years. 5 years, want to be the executive board. But just members subscribing in 1 year. And in Indonesian rupiah, as member 1 year, subscribing the scholarly journal. I forgot, but I would like to inform you later because after tweet.
What about in US dollars? How much? If you can
Not
convert.
not yet, because the members still from Indonesia and from Malaysia, so the money in the rupiah and the ringgit, not yet.
Ringgit. I know ringgit. Oh,
Ah,
so how much would it be in
it
ringgit?
is depend on the how much cost sending the
Uh-huh.
journal. For example,
That's correct.
if the cost sending the journal, for example, from Bandung to Kota Kinabalu or from Bandung to Kuala Lumpur, for example, in what is 10 ringgit or 15 ringgit,
That's correct.
plus the cost of journal ourselves. So maybe we will inform Prof. Ocampo and other teachers. For example, how much cost the journal from Bandung to Manila, from
Okay.
Bandung to other island in the Philippines, and then how much also cost of journal ourselves. So maybe between one members, if he stay in Philippines and stay in, for example, far from, it is different but not too significant, the different maybe. So I think what is important here is, so someone become the members of ASPENSI if he or she subscribing the scholarly journal, automatically become the members. In other requirement also, as Prof. Ocampo mentioned, by he become the members, he can actively improving in the seminar, in the conference, in getting the other information from ASPENSI, including also, as Ocampo mentioned, his name, his identity will display in the who's who in our website. So I have a website, not only website journal, but also website about the ASPENSI as a professional organization. There's the column of who's who. It's the a lot of information about our members from many countries.
Okay. Well, for me, I suggest that, well, it's up to you. If you could organize a subgroup or another group under the ASPENSI, but the requirement is not too strict compared to what you just told me earlier, because the subscription, I guess that's would cost a lot. All right. So I do not know if I could even recruit one or two to become a member of your group if that is the requirement. But what I just shared to you is according to the need of many teachers in the Philippines. Because as I said, in their evaluation, part of the evaluation is their membership, whether local, national, or international. So perhaps you could also think of another way of giving membership, not necessarily for ASPENSI. You can create another group. Okay. I know that you want to organize a group with quality as an organization, with quality members also. But so my suggestion is just to increase the market of your organization when it comes to recruitment of members. That's why the requirement that I suggested is so simple. To attend an orientation, and then a webinar, and then after the webinar, they will evaluate the activity, and then before they can enter the Zoom meeting, they should make sure that they are already paid. But you know, my suggestion is only a minimal amount, but you can also increase it. Probably if you want $20 or $30 and up to $30, I guess.
$20. Okay.
30.
Per year. Okay.
Yeah. But without requiring them anymore to subscribe. But you can also suggest
Yes.
that that kind of criteria.
Good idea from our website. Yeah, I think what is in the COVID-19 pandemic situation, I think the conference or seminar directly should be changed in the webinar or the what is
Uh-huh.
virtual meeting.
So
So I think it is also will become concerned about the ASPENSI agenda,
that's
ASPENSI
correct.
program, and as we know also after webinar, after conference, every or each participant will get also the certificate,
Yeah.
and then I think it is our activity. No, yes, I agree with your suggestion that what is subscribing is the suggestion, not necessary. So what is important for the members is he pay the for getting the ID card, and
Yeah.
then by
Participate.
having ID card, he can participate in webinar, in
Yeah.
virtual meeting, in other activities,
Yeah.
directly or indirectly. I think it is good idea, and I will do it. And it is not only about the, for example, webinar on history and history education, but also other topic, including also, for example, teaching and learning in
Yeah.
school, maybe also what is classroom action research and others, what is relevant with the teacher's need in practical methods.
Yeah. For example, if you want to organize ASEAN teachers um, emancipation of
Mm.
ASEAN teachers, international ASEAN teachers, something like that.
Yes.
So because teachers, so there are many teachers. So teachers could be in mathematics, could
Yes.
be in social studies. They could become members.
Yes.
But for the ASPENSI, you know, some schools are very particular with the title of the organization. For the ASPENSI, more likely that organization can only be uh, attractive to history or social science teachers. So, for example, if I were a math teacher, I will not be attracted to be one of your members because it's all about history or social science. But if it's open, like teacher, something like that,
Yeah.
that could be attractive to many teachers. I think not only in the Philippines, even in other countries. Okay. And then who knows with these members, there are also good writers of research. Then they can also submit to
Yes.
your journal.
Yes. Good idea. Good point. Yes. That's right.
And
So
then probably exchanges of manpower. I just do not know. Actually, in our university, we have a new program for masters and doctorate students all over the Philippines for public school teachers and supervisors. Then we also have teachers from other universities from other countries. I do not know if there is somebody from Indonesia or from Malaysia. I think there is from Thailand, from Hong Kong. So that's also one of networking. But unfortunately, I only occupy a deanship position. It's not too high. That's why I do not have uh, big voice in the administration. If I could only, if I if I only have a big say, then I by all means, because I know you, some of you, I could refer you, I could recommend you to become a faculty of PNU. Of course, you will be paid, and then you will be paid as experts likewise. Okay? You know, universities like top universities in all over the world, they are top universities because they have international students. They also have international faculty.
yes.
So we are developing that now in our university. But I guess you also have that kind of program. Okay, so let us try to do that. Although I do not know if you are part of the administration, you know, the politics in the university, in the school.
I think similar with Indonesian context also similar. So in this context also ASPENSI, what is cannot what is stand alone because of that. We also collaborate with the higher education institution. So because I'm also as the lecturer of the UPI, so ASPENSI also collaborate with the UPI, collaborate with other universities, so that it is what is easy to collaborate, easy to what is communicate between professional organization in one hand and university in other. So let we what is step by step and then slowly hopefully this collaboration or what is cooperation what is can running well in every field, I think.
I just gave you my idea, then you develop it further according to the advocacy of your organization, according to your interest. So that's it. So when is our next edutourism? Probably next year.
Hopefully next year in 2022 in July in Bali and Lombok Island. But I would like to contact again the our organizer, the what is Hawa Tour and Travel, and what is because he is the event organizer, and maybe we'll inform about what is ISB confirmed by traveling in November, December. We will get the information about the confirmed by traveling for the next year.
Yeah. Do you think there will be increase of fees? No.
I think maybe decrease.
Decrease?
Yeah, because what is there's low cost in Indonesia and you can fly directly from Manila to Bali Island, Bali Airport. Yeah, not to Jakarta, because Bali has an international airport.
Before, the plan was Malaysia and Indonesia, correct? Or Malaysia and Singapore?
Yes, in the last year, but just cancel because the COVID-19 pandemic, right? So
now it's just Indonesia.
Just Indonesia, especially in Bali to Lombok, Bali Island and Lombok. I think
Bali is very popular. We used to hear Bali in the Philippines, so you can attract several. I think no, we only have limited participants, correct?
Yeah, and hopefully there's not only faculty members, but teachers also can participate in the conference by traveling in next year in 2022 in Bali and Lombok Island, hopefully. And I will inform to the members in October, November, December, maybe event organizer from Hawa to Travel will inform about the activity, the agenda.
Okay.
Okay, I think if there's what is some question or any what is anyway, let's we communicate what is via WhatsApp group, because including also as what is our agenda, we are organizing about the what is webinar and so on with different topic and so on. Let's we prepare in the WhatsApp group so that we can guiding the wider participant, not only from Indonesia but also from the Philippines, because I think ASEAN what is has been united and should be what is intensify communication between the Indonesian teachers, Indonesian faculty members, and Filipino teachers and Filipino faculty members.
Yeah.
thank you very much for your what is assisting the ASPENSI as the professional organization and promotion to the Philippine faculty members and Philippine teachers, Prof. Ocampo.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, and my best regard to your family, to your college in the Philippines. See you in the next activity, inshallah. I just appreciate about your suggestion that our informal virtual meeting should be changed to the Minda Masagi lecture series.
What I suggest is in the certificate, instead of writing virtual informal meeting, you write
I would like to change.
You write it Mindamas
lecture
series.
Good.
That's all.
Good.
And then if you want us to correct or edit or revise the content,
yes.
You tell us.
Yes.
Because sometimes the construction of the English or sentences matters. Okay.
Okay.
Whether you are in Malaysia or Indonesia.
Yeah.
If you trust us that we could improve your material, at least in the certificate.
Okay.
Okay? But for the journal, it will require a lot of time.
Okay, I would like to send you the draft of the certificate before according to
that's good.
You.
Yeah, that's good.
It's okay. I think let's what is makes the certificate, including also for the next agenda.
That's correct.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Prof. Ocampo. See you next.
Next time.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Allow me to leave from this meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.